we're just going to run through your degree audit really quick. So you can go through it by going straight to your CNET, or I go through my CPORT because I don't have my CNET bookmarked. So when you get to your CNET, you log in. It's your 850 number and your PIN number, whatever that happens to be. And then this is the screen that you're going to get. Mine has this employee tab. Yours won't have that, but otherwise it's all the same. You're going to go to Student Services and Financial Aid, and then you're going to go down to Student Records, and all the way down here at the bottom is going to be a tab for your degree audit. So that's what we're going to click on right now. Sorry, also I'm a little bit sick. I'm trying not to sniff too much. So here is what your degree audit is going to look like. I'm double majoring, so I can switch between my two majors. So right now I'm just going to switch over to my Bachelor's of Science, because that's going to look a little bit more like what you guys have going on. My German language one looks a little funky. So on here, you're going to have your advisor, your classification, your GPA. Don't look at mine too hard. But it's also going to talk about your degree and your catalog year, which is very important. The classes that you're taking change based on the catalog year, so definitely make sure that when you are looking at your degrees requirements and everything, that you're looking at the right catalog year. So if you just scroll down here, you are required to have, or I personally for my degree in Bachelor of Science, I need 124 credit hours to graduate. And right now I have 117, which is scary because it means it's almost time for me to graduate. But so all of these ones over here that are green are going to be things that I've completed. Blue is things that I'm working on right now. So after this semester, my writing intensive competency will be met. And then red is going to be things that I still need. So if we scroll down, you'll notice, so 1, foundations, composition, lifetime, wellness, blah, 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 that is going to be right here. So each of these things is going to be checked off and have its own section. So if we scroll down to 5, exploration beyond the classroom, this is what it looks like when you still need something. So if we look at this, I need one class, oh, I don't know why it highlighted down there, in any of these things. So the thing that can be frustrating about UNCW's degree audit is that all of these classes listed here is everything that the university offers that will fulfill this exploration beyond the classroom requirement. It's not just things that will help me towards my major. So the biggest thing that I do is definitely always talk with your advisor about it, sit with your degree requirements, your degree worksheet, and use this look ahead tab before you register for anything. But so looking at this, for my exercise science major, there are 2 exercise science classes that will qualify for this. I already know which one I need. For me, it's going to be exercise science 497. That's the advanced field experience required for exercise science majors. So that's what I'm doing, not this coming spring, but next spring to fulfill this requirement. But definitely just take a look at some of these classes, especially look at ones in your field. But if your field doesn't require a field experience or something like that, maybe look at something that you just want to take. And then, again, my exercise science 497 also fulfills my applied learning requirement. So that's another really important thing to take into account, especially for my transfer students who are coming in with a lot of credits, but maybe not necessarily are fulfilling these requirements. Try to take classes that are going to fill more than one section, because that will help you out. I'm not sure what the exact number of credit is, but I know if you go a certain number of credits over the 130 credits or something like that to graduate, your tuition goes up. So just be aware of that. A good way to get around that is, like I said, taking classes that are going to count in more than one category, and also any summer classes that you take will count towards your credits for graduation, but will not count towards credits for your tuition surcharge. So keep that in mind if that's something that you feel you can handle taking as a summer class. And then, so once you get past all of that, you'll get into your actual major requirements. So for exercise science, it's 67 credit hours, and I put in 51 towards that major. So here are all the ones that I've completed, all of my pre-admission requirements, all of that. And then I'm taking these 4 right now this semester. And then these are the only ones that I have left. With that, I have my allied health concentration. Sorry, guys. So I have 6 credit hours left for my allied health concentration in any of these. I already know which classes I'm going to be taking for that. I'm going to be taking Bio 335, which is genetics, as well as Physics 102. And then if you keep going, here's all my general electives. Some classes I failed. We're not going to talk about that. The classes I'm currently taking in progress, as well as on any transfer courses, and this will include this includes like my AP classes, stuff like that. So that's kind of what your degree audit is going to look like. Now we're going to look at this look ahead option. So look ahead is really great for registering. I use it before I register for any classes. So what I'm just going to do, I'm going to put in a couple classes here that I am looking at taking just to kind of show you where that's going to put me. So we go here. Yeah, it's 112, I think. What else is a class that I'm going to take? Okay, so then you process it, and this can take a little while, sorry guys, but all this is going to show me is if these classes that I'm planning on taking are going to check off anything. So if we go here, give me just a second to find them. So okay, so Bio 335, HCR 470 both check off my allied health concentration. And then 112 is not the class that I was looking for. Shoot, you're right, it's 212. Ignore that. I messed up there. So then Physics 102 is just going to fall under general electives here, which is okay. It would also, if I didn't take 470 medical terminology for health, it would fall under my allied health concentration, but I need Physics 102 for med school, and I know that. So that's just something else to keep in mind if you are planning on going into a master's program or a doctoral program or medical school or anything like that, any professional program. Be aware that they may have requirements outside of your major. So if you're getting up to junior, senior year, just make sure that you're really narrowing down schools that you're looking at so you can really make sure you're getting all of their requirements in that may or may not fall under your major classes. What we're also going to do is we're going to look at what ifs. So what this does is this will show you if you changed your major or added a second major or a minor or anything like that, how that would adjust your classes where you would stand. So if I decided to change my major from exercise science to public health, and I decided I was going to be preclinical, we're just going to process that real quick and see what that looks like. And again, this can take a little while, so be patient with your degree audit. It does a lot of things for you, so it's doing its best. So here is my new degree audit. So let's see. I still need this exploration beyond the classroom. I still need my applied learning requirement. But if I changed my major, I would only have 38 of the 73 credit hours required for my major. So that would be a big change. And then I would also, even though I've reached the 36 credit hours for this preclinical concentration, I'm missing this public health class, and I'm missing one of these classes through credit hours, so one of these that I would need. So definitely, if you are thinking about changing your major or adding a second major, adding a minor, adding a different concentration, use this tool. It's really awesome, and it's definitely going to show you how much things would be thrown off by that. So just be aware. And then the other big thing that I wanted to show you guys is going to be this GPA calculation. So there's the graduation calculator. So you put in how many credit hours you have left, how many credit hours are required of you, and your desired GPA. But the one that I use the most is this term calculator. So if I put in, okay, let's say I don't feel so great about my German class, so I'm going to put in that I am going to get a B minus. And we're going to do the same thing for my organic chemistry class. So if this is what my GPA, or if this is what my grades look like at the end of the semester, it's going to tell me what my new GPA is going to be. It's also the desired GPA calculator is a really cool option too. So if I wanted to get, bump my GPA up to a 3.0, this is going to tell me what credits I need to get. So I need 14 credit hours at an A, 20 at an A minus, or 40 at a B plus. So I'm actually taking more than 14 hours this semester, so catch me with a 3.0. Also, don't judge my GPA too hard. I just got diagnosed with ADHD, and that really, yikes. So yeah, that's kind of what our degree audit looks like. That's everything that I really feel like you guys need to focus on. But definitely use this look ahead tool. It's so great. And also just use your degree program sheets. So I'm going to pull up mine real quick. Exercise science degree UNCW. Also, I just Google things to get to a lot of things on the UNCW website, so you can use that if you want. So this shows like the core requirements for exercise science, and then this is the physiology certification concentration, which isn't my concentration, but here's the allied health concentration. So I need 22 credits from this list, and also that's another big thing, guys. If you're taking concentrations or things like that, make sure that you don't look at this list and have it stress you out too much, because I only need 22 credits from this list. So if I take every single class on this list, it's going to be way more than 22 credits. So just be aware of that. Don't let this freak you out too much, okay? But yeah, it can be really confusing when you first get here. I know it took me a really long time to figure out my degree audit just because I had a very different system at my old school. But once you get the hang of it, it really is very user-friendly. It's designed to be a resource for you. So here's kind of that. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to shoot me an email or send something in the group me. I'm really sorry that I couldn't be here for class today, but I'm very sick and also at work. So I hope you guys kind of understand what's going on. Like I said, if you have any questions, please just email me. But yeah, you guys are awesome. I'll see you in class soon. Bye.